There are different types of statistical assumptions. For example, some statistical assumptions are assumptions that are necessary for the analysis to be mathematically valid. Other assumptions are necessary for a particular inference to be validly drawn from the analysis. An assumption of mediation analysis that is necessary for the analysis to be valid is the assumption that variables involved in the analysis are normally distributed. Deviations from this assumption affect the actual numbers that the model gives. However, there are logical assumptions that are necessary for mathematically valid results of a statistical analysis to be validly applied to a philosophical hypothesis. A fundamental assumption that affects the inferences or conclusions drawn from mediation analysis is that covariance represents logical proximity. That is, we want to understand why a single dependent variable varies from its mean. We start by asking how much another variable moves with it. We select a single unit of the other variable, and we see how far the dependent variable moves from its mean when this variable moves from its mean by exactly 1 unit. Now we add a third variable. To understand the system, we must also restrict the movement of this variable to one of its units. How far does the dependent variable move from its mean when both of these other variables deviate from their means by exactly 1 unit? A portion of the movement is altogether a dance of all three. Some of the movement is unique to each pair of variables. If one variable moves the dependent variable more than the other, we interpret the greater shared movement as representing a closer logical relationship. Even more boldly, we take co-movement as demonstrating order in a logical sequence. Things that move together more are determined to be more logically proximal to each other than things that move shorter distances together. Do you think that is true? Can you think of a counterexample or a boundary condition where this would not be true? Let's think about this for a while. You can also focus on your breathing, the sounds, the visuals, or some combo of these things. Thank you for joining me for this meditation.